So recently I just got this. It's a sleep tracker. And they say if you love something, put a ring on it. And I love sleep. And ever since I've gotten this thing, my sleeps have been good, but not perfect until tonight. Because I've curated the most insane nighttime routine that guarantees the best sleep of my entire life. Hopefully. The perfect night starts with what goes inside you for dinner. Anyone and everything else is fair game. Essentially, I am meal prepping for my dreams. So we're gonna go inside, pick up some foods that are optimal for my sleep. Even before this grocery haul, I got myself prepared for the perfect night's sleep by eliminating caffeine after 12 p.m., getting my workout finished earlier in the day, and unfortunately, no naps. Kiwis look like kangaroo balls. Not that I've ever been that close to them, but just... I feel like the only time food has ever helped me sleep is when I eat myself into submission. So, in theory, a 10-pack of cinnamon buns should knock me out just as fast, but I have a feeling we're going more for sleeping beauty than food coma. Time to get some salmon. Salmon.
Pick me, I'm the best salmon. I'm the best salmon. Delicious. Pick me, I'm the best salmon. I'm so delicious. Pick me, I'm the best salmon.
Choosing between farm salmon and wild salmon, it's like choosing between a guy with a 4.0 GPA or a Hell's Angel. Like, I know which one is better for me, but I always end up opting for the other one because it tastes better. Farm salmon tastes better. I'm putting this back. Although the color is just substantially different. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna do it. Wild salmon. Walking by the pharmacy, it was really tempting to just grab a bottle of NyQuil and slam it before bed. Doing things naturally is always less fun, but then again, having working kidneys is fun too. I did read that dark chocolate apparently helps with sleep. However, there's also caffeine in it, so I'm not really sure what to do because I'm either gonna sleep like a baby or stare at the ceiling the entire night. And I don't wanna play blackjack with my sleep tonight. But it's chocolate though. Can't do it. We're getting 99 sleep score. Up next, cherry juice. Cherry juice is hiding from me. Tart cherry juice, equipped, $11.99. This stuff ain't cheap. Definitely a lot more expensive than lean, but hopefully just as effective. If you don't know what lean is, it's what the rappers drink. Flexing on all the insomniacs right now. To complete the most wholesome basket I've ever put together, I grabbed some unsweetened almond milk and some white rice, then headed home to cook the ultimate dinner, scientifically designed to knock me out faster than a rag of chloroform. Let the sleepy time feast begin. In theory, this meal should be so powerful at making me want to sleep that each bite risks turning me into a narcoleptic. Also, as you can see, it is extremely early. It's not even 5 p.m. and I'm having dinner. Is that giving me anxiety? Yes, but there's a reason for it. Apparently, the earlier you finish eating, the lower your heart rate is before bed, which helps you sleep better. I feel like I should be coming straight from a shuffleboard game, eating so early. Like, has happy hour even started yet? I have a feeling by 9 p.m., this mouth is gonna be in some trouble, which is exactly why I always chew gum in any locker room. We have quite the odd meal. Salmon, rice, fruit, tart cherry juice. Kind of like a meal parents would make for their kid as the last resort before sending them to fat camp. But I'm starving. Oh. It kind of reminds me of that fake wine I would drink as a kid, pretending to get turnt on New Year's Eve. I love salmon. But that is not how I got the nickname, the fishmonger. I feel like I'm on the verge of getting dentures eating so early, but there's always a method to the madness. Bedtime is set for 10 p.m. sharp, meaning we have exactly 5 hours to prepare. Time to get to work. Up next, we have progressive muscle relaxation, and this is an exercise where you tense all of your muscles one by one, and then you release. It's supposed to de-stress you, help with insomnia, so I guess I was on the right track with my nightly Kegels. Also, do I have to tense muscles that I'd rather forget exist? I'm looking at you, calves. Anyway, I just pulled up a 20-minute YouTube video, and I'm gonna follow it, and we're gonna see how it makes me feel. I just realized my heart is a muscle. Am I supposed to stimulate a heart attack?
To begin, I'll ask you to imagine a ball of light. The ball of light is about the size of a ping pong ball, and it glows yellow in color, a warm yellow glow like the sun at dawn. Let's move that ball of light up to your calf muscles. Move the ball of light right to this.
Starting at my toes and slowly working my way up the entire body, I guess there is a point in flexing without a mirror directly in front of you. Despite my faces in these moments, it was extremely relaxing. Lucas is my goat. People who suffer from insomnia often report that practicing progressive muscle relaxation at night helps them fall asleep. Simply tensing your muscles and slowly releasing have been shown to reduce symptoms of depression, anxiety, and stress. Wow. That was a genuine yawn. That wasn't fake. I feel nothing. I feel de-stressed. Up next, we have journaling and writing down our worries to prevent nighttime overthinking. Do you ever just get in bed, end up staring at the ceiling, stressing about the work you have to do tomorrow, or stressing about really whatever? I do every single night, and apparently writing it down helps with that. And when I'm home alone, I usually have two worries. The first one is someone's gonna break in, and that someone is not gonna think I look like I lift. And I just wanna eliminate that thought as fast as possible. So, if I just write that down, I feel like I'm manifesting this shit. No matter what happens though, I'm gonna get through it because I'm gonna be able to sleep through anything. I have a feeling that this is the night an Amazon delivery is coming at midnight. Like if the doorbell rings, all of today's efforts are instantly undone. Making a to-do list is a process that's both satisfying and slightly alarming because let's be honest, am I organizing my life or just procrastinating in a more sophisticated way? The answer, it remains unclear. Well, I just wrote down my to-do list for tomorrow, and I have a feeling that this is where productivity meets wishful thinking. Regardless though, the fact that I wrote it down, the fact that I have some sort of plan, I think that might help me tonight. Time for the next sacred step of this evening routine, a glorious hot bath. Whoa! Oh my God. Oh. I feel so yummy right now. A nice hot bath with a flavor bomb. Vegans can't convince me that lobsters don't enjoy any of this. But what looks to be a Chernobyl spa treatment is actually a magnesium bath bomb with some eucalyptus in it. And I'm smelling hella mint. It doesn't claim to have mint in it, but nothing gets by these things. I smell a Sunday roast on a Wednesday. But overall, it's 4.7 stars for this bath bomb, so I got high hopes. And we're having the bath 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. The reason for the bath is that when you have the bath, it drops your body's internal temperature. And when your body is colder, it helps produce melatonin. So they say. But I'm boiling right now. This bath is perfect. It's so relaxing. You know those guys I was worried about breaking in? At this point, I think I'd just scoot over and be like, fellas, grab a loofah. There's enough space for everyone. However, I am starting to feel something I wasn't expecting. I'm putting so much pressure on getting the perfect sleep that I'm actually starting to get a little bit of bedtime performance anxiety. Like I'm so nervous that you would think that Shaq is waiting in bed for me. So I have a feeling that my sleep score is either going to be perfect or awful. No in between. Because I've just been so focused on myself and de-stressing and calming down, I've had no desire to go on my phone. The vibrate function is too weak anyways. And let's not even talk about how hungry I am. Usually this is when I have dinner. It's 7:19. I haven't eaten for like over 2 hours. I'm so scared to try to go to sleep. I think it's gonna be a battle. But I might be proved wrong. There has to be something to it. It just makes no sense. Another benefit of the hot bath is that once you get out, it makes you look way leaner and more vascular, which just makes you feel better about yourself when you go to bed. In my dreams, I'm rarely the hero. I'm more of like the comic relief that gets eaten first. But I don't know, man. This might change things right now. What? It is now time to get the sleep environment ready. Time to turn this into the ultimate sleep paradise. Welcome to the best ever one-man slumber party. I don't know if I want to go to sleep or invite the boys over for a pillow fight. Let me show you around. Nothing sets the bedroom mood quite like proper fire safety, and I've taken many risks in the bedroom, but candles is not one of them. We got the fake ones there, up on the backboard. It's so cute. Over in the corner, we got the star projector going. Apparently, the subtle movements of the lights can help soothe you to sleep. And I can definitely see that. When you just stare up in the sky, it just makes you realize how small your problems are in this world. Whoa. Check how neat this thing is. It's not fire, don't worry, it's just smoke. It looks like fire. But it's a diffuser, and I put lavender in it, and apparently the smell of lavender de-stresses you and helps you go to sleep. Just put a few little dashes in there. Smells like a nice, very personalized spa experience. I was literally so excited for this little sleepy paradise I created for myself. I feel like a fairy, and this is where I belong. We're closing in on bedtime. I also set the house temperature to 65 degrees. I live in Canada. If I wanted to live in an igloo, I would just do it. That's like the perfect temperature for an animal that's capable of hibernation. It's been a while since I've slept in the fetal position crying. So we're going to see how that goes. Definitely not going to be expecting any sort of morning wood with that. But one thing's for sure, I have no excuse not to have the perfect sleep. I feel like I'm one yawn away from a coma. I just feel like my dream is going to be so interactive and deep in more ways than one. But we're not done yet. As you can see, the red light is on. Black light would make this place light up like a Christmas tree. But we have a mini checklist that we need to get through, and this is really going to calm me down before bed. So let's get to it. Next up was to put on some white noise, but apparently brown noise works just as well, and I felt inclusive. Unlike white noise, brown noise has deeper, richer tones that some people find soothing before sleep. The brown noise kind of just sounds like my vent's broken, but I don't mind it. I do find it kind of relaxing. Next up on our checklist is to read. I don't read. It's not that I can't read, I can read. I just don't enjoy it. And it's a bit too late to watch the new season of Squid Game. So we're gonna jump on to the next one, which is going to be legs up the wall pose, which is a yoga pose that helps calm the nervous system and reduce physical tension before sleep. I'm not used to my ankles feeling cold when I got my legs propped up like this. That is quite nice though. It's 9:30, 30 minutes to bed. I look like I should be on every single watch list right now. I'm looking like Dahmer at Woodstock. Speaking of Dahmer, nutmeg is actually a natural sedative, which explains why my uncle had so many bake sales. We are actually gonna make a pre-bed cocktail, if you will, which consists of the nutmeg and some warm almond milk because it has high levels of tryptophan and magnesium. Let's do it. It smells quite nice. And because I frothed it up, it has a beautiful foam on the top. It's like my own Starbucks drink. Warm almond milk and nutmeg is what I've always imagined Santa to taste like. But I was sadly mistaken. When I met him at the mall, he was serving something up. This, it hugs your heart. It's very warm and comforting. And you know how I know what I'm doing is working? My brain feels heavy. It doesn't usually feel heavy before bed. Like it's ready to rest. Like I really want to go to sleep. I'm almost starting to slur my words. But I'm gonna take my time with this, savor the nut. And right before we go upstairs, I'm gonna take my supplements. Supplement-wise, I'm taking this magnesium drink called Natural Calm, and then a full dose of melatonin. The magnesium that I've naturally produced throughout this routine, on top of supplementing magnesium, I've reached super physiological levels of magnesium in my body. I'm a non-natty sleeper.
Then right before I finally made it to bed, I spent some time with my son, Boba. Studies show that simply interacting with an animal is enough to reduce stress hormones, heart rate, and blood pressure.
So I'm currently naked and only wearing socks. And yeah, it's weird. I can't be the only one that thinks that wearing socks to bed is psychopath behavior. But given the fact that the house is at 65, I don't think a sock is such a bad idea. But apparently, by warming your feet, it increases blood flow and helps you fall asleep quicker, which is the theory. Now I know you guys are gonna think this is kind of crazy, but we got Honey in the bedroom. And when Honey enters the bedroom, I'm usually stuck to the sheets and way closer to pulling an all-nighter than getting a full night's rest. Gotta love those Craigslist days. But apparently, Honey can help promote the production of melatonin by giving a slight rise in insulin levels. So we're gonna have a little tablespoon. Honey for sweet dreams. And to be fair, Winnie the Pooh looks to have a banger of naps. The last thing I'm going to do is the count to 300 technique, which is supposed to help you get out of your head while you're trying to fall asleep. Now, I thought it was for something else, which explains why I only ever got halfway. So I'm just going to go lie down, start counting to 300, love a little mental marathon before bed. But I really think I've done everything in my power to set myself up for the perfect night's rest. So now we just wait for the long-awaited score. I'll see you guys in the morning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 18, 19, 20.
My dreams were vivid that night. I had a dream of donuts. I mean, I usually always do, but I think it's from the nutmeg in the drink. I also dreamt about Shaq. At least I think it was him. I was facing the other way. Maybe his presence in my dream is supposed to symbolize strength and success. It's crazy how I brought him up in the bath and it just carries over. Then, because I've been playing the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart for so long, I dreamt I was actually in the game, with Katie and Boba, of course, and it turns out Nintendo World is actually coming to Orlando this year. What kind of prophetic fever dream is this?
Good morning, everybody. It is 7:37. I just woke up. I feel like it was a good sleep. I also did not get up to go to the bathroom once. Usually, I get up at least twice. All right, everybody. Time for the moment of truth. Let's open this app. Updating. That line cannot move fast enough. What? You know when you plan the perfect date and then all you get at the end of the night is a kiss on the cheek? So then you have to go home and rub one out yourself. That's how I feel right now. I feel like I put so much in to this perfect sleep and all I got was a readiness score of 86 and a sleep score of 90. What the heck? I was expecting minimum 95. But let's find out a little bit more here. Sleep optimal. Sleep efficiency, 93%. That's pretty good. I didn't even get grades like that in high school. Total sleep, 8 hours and 17 minutes. Resting heart rate was a little bit high. I think that's what affected my score overall, to be honest. Everything else looks pretty good. REM sleep, 2 hours and 9 minutes. Deep sleep was pretty good. And now take a look at this. I went to bed right around 10:30 and I was lights out until like 6 a.m. There's no white in between that period. Again, like I said, I usually wake up to go to the bathroom. Nothing there. So that's definitely not like me, which is a pretty good sign. Overall, I'm happy with that.
Readiness, something in the air. Let's take a moment to breathe in the refreshing scent of supremely optimal readiness. I feel like I'm one of those people that I could feel great, but then I see my score, and then I will act in reflection to my score. I felt like a 95 readiness, but now I'm down to an 86. I think I'm gonna need an extra cup of coffee. Everything looks pretty good here. I don't know where the 86 came from. All I can say is that we're just gonna have to do better next time. Despite all my hard work, I'm still 10 points away from the perfect sleep. It's back to the drawing board, but some things will remain the same.